All right, we are live. Let me see who's here. Let me refresh and make sure you can see us and hear us. And there we go. Okay, looks good. I look a little orangey, but I don't know if that'll I don't know if that'll do.
For
I was
some
gonna like
reason, your
adjust
light's
this.
orange today.
I know. What's going on here? Let's see. Sorry. Up close, personal.
Right there. That. Oh,
Oh,
it went back to orange.
that
Right
one?
there. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
A little bit better?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Now
all
you're
right,
yellow.
there we
Now you're
go.
yellow.
Yeah. Petty Deals, Manny Fresh, Kevin, Intramorph, Jimmy, Demand Misinformation in Hand, what's up? Let me see, sold Jordan 7 Trophy Room B grades already. Intramorph, 185 plus eBay shipping.
Wow. How much? How much did you pay? How much was that? Like 89.
Um, I think they were 79. I didn't pick them up though. I don't. Well, I haven't seen them.
Mm.
Peach Fuzz, Darren. Let me see. Rory, Matt, what up? Gang sales going great. eBay popping off. Armand, what's up? Black Tie, Ryan, A Train Hustle. Yeah, Intramorph says they were 70, not 79. So there
Man,
we go.
that's a good come up right now.
Yes, sir. What are you drinking over there?
Some espresso. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, get some energy. There we go.
Energy. We're ready. We're ready.
Lucky in Three Legs, what's up? Mondo, sourcing tomorrow on my day off, ready to go. We are going to go through the finds. I know more people will start coming in about a good, 12, 15 minutes in. But we'll start off with the finds. We'll get into our main topic today, your 2024 goals. Notice how I said your and not
Yeah.
mine and Ken's.
We're not done.
We're
Not
not going to
ready yet.
talk at all about any goals. No goals, no goal setting, nothing. So we'll see how that goes. All right, here we go. Add two onto the A Train Hustle, Ross on Fire. Yeah, this one's dope. Broadway B, and I think R&J Funky Finds also found one as well on the France jacket, $50. I wonder what the retail
Nice.
is on this one. Would you rock that?
I don't rock blue, so.
That's right. Palms, let's see, on the Shacks, 60. And more Adidas,
Oh,
35.
McDonald's? Was
Yeah,
that
McDonald's.
exclusive?
I did see this one out there, I believe. Doesn't say 16. Let's see. Man, a lot of Pat Ewing showing up. Even online, they're going really cheap right now. Different sites. There's that. What is that? On the college. This is from the outlets.
Oh, HBCU, something like that, right? Is
Yeah,
that what it is?
HU, I think. So right there on outlets, loose fit, kind of
That's
like a
clean right
button-up
there.
jersey.
I like that.
John Morant at 50.
Oh, Howard University. That's what
Howard
it is.
University. There goes 65 on the LeBrons. All right. Man, a ton of gloves. So two back-to-back gloves right here. eBay Poshman. I think we saw this one last time. Oregon and Tennessee. And then this one here, LA Gonzalez Jordan Vapor Knit 4.0 receiver gloves.
Wow.
And $13. So there we go. Let's see in the chat. Anybody finding else? Also finding the gloves, Nike SB.
Oh, wait.
Ooh,
Isn't that the what's that logo?
the collab.
Yeah. Uh Yuto?
Think so.
Anybody in
thirty
the chat?
dollars, 110 retail.
What's that sign? Is that the Yuto?
Let's see what the chat says. Chat knows
Yeah.
more than us. Next one on. Oh, did see this jacket out there. I think there's a blue one as well. Jeremy Scott on here on the Adidas. Witherspoon, different Adidas showing up as well. I think at Utah. There you go. Rory Matt. Oh, you're double checking.
Yeah, I'm trying to
B's doing
double
his
check.
research. Transformers. There we go. Toy section. I did find it was kind of funny. It's like an Anthony Davis Funko. I did see out there today when I was at Ross. He
Yep,
wasn't
it is
injured.
it
He,
is Yuto.
oh, was he too? Okay, there we
Yep.
go. All right, cop tracks today for the personal. There we go. Mendez finds. I like that. I skate more than y'all, Rory Matt. I'm old, so Flipping the hustle, late night finds, jacket. Oh, 110 or 245.
Yo, I've been seeing the low key. I've been trying to visit my discount retailers, and the jackets are expensive.
Mm.
It's cheaper to buy it on Snicker Twitter.
Yeah,
It's-
pretty much at this point. Yeah, I've been sourcing online way more than I thought I was going to.
Man, Glenn's a
And
OA master now, huh?
and I don't know. I'm
I don't
just
know about
like
that.
I don't know about that either. Let me see. New Balance Maximum 2300. Unexpected finds today at Ross. Comps 279, 224 range.
Wait, you
They
know
are
what's
$80.
Oh, that's money. You know what's cool about online arbitrage? If it doesn't sell, just ship it back.
How long are you gonna wait though?
Whatever they say. I think
Whatever,
six.
whatever
I
the
think it's
policy
six.
allows.
I think it's 60 because it's Christmas time.
Okay.
Ooh, alpha flies.
Bees
Sheesh.
ready.
That one's money. I need to get a. I've heard great stories about them, but they're too rich for me.
KDs. Whoa. And let me see. Size 17 at 50. All right. LeBron's also here. Band 24 kicks at $40 mispriced. I like that. Vapor Max 50.
Bro. Oh, another one. Tempo.
What? Vapor Max?
No, that Tempo fly.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Air Force Ones. We did see this one in the video we made on, what, Friday? Some of the Vans as well. And then here we go. Even the B out here.
Oh. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
You got that for yourself?
I actually haven't fitted it. I mean, it was size large, so I don't know. I mean, a lot of those collabs run big. But so I was talking to them, man, and they said they had like 24 pairs over the holiday. And I was still able to snag like I think I got 5.
Okay. Are they in StockX or GOAT or?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you already know. I've been lowballing everybody on StockX. You already know it's me.
Inchamorph. That's not a misprice. That's about what LeBron should be selling for. 39.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Steals for deals. There we go. Workwear on the overalls. Would you rock
That's
this?
clean right there.
Yeah, a
That's
little
clean
pinstripe.
there, huh?
Little pinstripe.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, might as that we might look like that in 2024 because we might be working a lot more.
All right, we got the salute to service on the camo Vaporjet gloves, 13, and Nike on the pants. Let's see, so polo, and those are at 40. So different things. Oh, more pants here. I think these were like the Thermafits. Those are kind of cool. Astros jersey at 30. All right, let's keep going. More gloves. I'm telling you, a ton of gloves out there right now. 68.50 retail, 15 bucks. All right, we saw this one last time as well. DB Finds, Steph Curry's. This shoe we've seen different colors out there as well. Up tempo on the slides.
Ooh.
So different things. Let's see, engineered 23 engineered NMD.
Yo, do you even rock slides? You don't.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's those long toes. It's weird. I can't rock slides. All right, hats, Jags, poor Jags, big injury. Bengals won.
I know, bro. I was like, how they pull that off?
No Joe Burrow out there, and they won.
Man.
That's a crazy size, 8 1/8. I hardly ever see
That's
that
the
size.
biggest I've seen. That's the first time I've seen a 1/8 and 1/8. I mean, it has to be somebody wearing, massive dreadlocks.
Yeah, I mean that's a crazy size right there. Sneaker Pickers, what's up? Just checking in the live. Miss you guys. Hope all is good. Appreciate that. Let me see. Not gonna lie, I might have to rock those up tempo slides if I can find them in my size. Intramorph, Chrome Dome. All right, let's see. Mile High Hustle, Cortez, 50. I did see these jackets out there too at my
The
Ross.
Adidas too.
One, yeah, 180 retail. They're at 40. And let's see. There we go. Gore-Tex, men's 2X, and $70. Retail
70, man.
330.
Man, with the economy, you can't be charging 70. That's how we're trying to sell them at.
All right, next one. Bam 24 kicks Bo Jackson. These are back. Man, Burlington had these, what, like late spring, I think? So, second wave, maybe? $50. These are easy sellers, too. More gloves on the Vapor Knit, Force Elite, and more. Even the pink Jordan one, 10.
Ooh.
So, there we go. Washington State. All right, flipping the hustle with that manly grip,
Grip.
$40. And let's see, 50 on these. Man, they're getting a bunch of random stuff. I think I did see these out there.
What
A lot
are
of like
those? It's like
random SB lows and
it's like
stuff.
those shoe carnival Nikes made it to Ross.
Mm. This one again. There we go. Funky Finds did find one on the jacket. And let me see. Eastside Golf.
Ooh.
Size 4.5 though, but $70.
Hey.
Ross. And look at this jacket, this spider jacket.
Man.
Crazy. Spider US Ski Team. Retails 500. Sold already 430. Let me see there we go, US Ski Team. I don't know what the price was though. Or what the Ross price was. I can't tell. But crazy. Look at all the patches on there too. Should put a Hustle Bee one on there too.
Yeah, I know. Might as well, right?
Might as well. Let me see. Armand, Glenn and B, when y'all come to Chicago, get you guys pedicured up at a salon so you can show your toes more. Well, if I go into Chicago anytime soon, I'm going to be rocking those Tims. Be right there in the cold. All right, let's see. Next one. Griffey's, Richard, 60. ACG.
They're still coming out.
Still coming out. Shaq's as well. Nike basketball, little USA, little mix right there. Olympic as well. Iverson's. Your favorite Iverson's.
Ugly. Jake Iverson.
Jeremy Scott in the tee. And the hoodies as well. Those are crazy loud.
Yeah.
A lot of the catcher stuff, baseball stuff out there as well.
Yeah, you gotta get the one that comes. I mean, the chess ones though. Oh, they're that high again.
$249.
Yeah, that's because
Leg
nobody has
guards.
found them and started lowballing. Cause like, I got some of those at one point and they were like, making $30 profit.
Mm.
Cause I think they're 99 at Ross, Marshall or something like that.
Oh, okay. Tommy says TJ Maxx been crazy spider jackets with stupid high MSRP. They're 99 to 150 for them. It's almost like I think Spider, some North Face, and then like Puma. Like you have like high retail.
Yeah, they're just making it up.
Like what is this retail? It's like it's never been this price.
No, no,
It's like
they-
almost
they-
straight to sale.
No, they know they're gonna go on sale for 40% off, so they're gonna make their. It's like now they're like eBay sellers, uh, increase their price so high and run a fake sale.
Smart.
Sounds like they got it from us.
Let's see if that pays off. Maybe. Mendes finds easy money on these tennis. Man, the lows too. What's going on here?
Those
Very nice. Gloves, tee, and all.
Mendes is like finding some gems.
Mendes finds out here. And same thing for Funky Finds. Man, 4 of them
Wow.
here on the
Wait,
tennis.
is this any special? Collab? No, it's just colorway.
You know what? I think this one might be the model right below the other one. I forgot what they were called though.
Yeah.
These are 50. Looks like a size 10 on this
Right.
one. Bo Jackson's also in the Raiders colorway up top. All right, let's see what else they got. LeBron 6.5, 65. Size 6 at also 65. And Trout at
Oh, those are
20.
actually good looking trouts.
So you're saying you would rock them then?
They look like Metcons on the back, you know?
Victory Tour is nothing special. So there we go. Really good model for tennis. I think I'm getting them confused because I think there's a model that's like slightly above this
Same
one
color.
with
Yeah,
the
that has
with
like
like more like a plastic.
it has like the rubber or kind of like a T-Mac looking, right? It
Yeah,
has
that's what
yeah.
I'm thinking. I'm getting them confused with because I think this one is the one below that.
Yeah, I think that's like only like $150 retail or 120 something like that.
Because the other ones usually sell at like 220,
Yeah,
240.
yeah.
Here we go. Man, crazy on these.
Oh,
280
what?
retail, 50 bucks.
Wow.
Let's see. That's a cool bag.
Wait. Oh, that's a kind of like a suit bag.
Yeah. 50.
Yeah,
What's
they
retail?
sold
I
it
don't know.
because nobody wears rock suit now. They just wear streetwear.
Let's see. If you're a quick flipper, pass on the 10. It says sneaker flip find. Oh, that colorway is nothing special. I mean, there we go. It says AN. Scumbag reseller Vapor Cage. There we go. Victory Tour Tennis was selling for 100 plus before this Ross flood. If you have capital, these are easy pickups. All right, more Z backpacks, gloves, polo as well. Let's see, Nike jacket, double swoosh, funky finds, and there's the
Ooh,
back.
that's clean in the back.
Yeah, very nice. Let's see,
Oh,
Adidas on this one.
probably $1,000 retail again. Make something up.
Human
Oh, this human
race.
race.
Oh, let's see, 50. We got the Vans at 39, size 11, not bad. All right, keep going. Funky finds, man, another one. So 6 rings, size 12. This one's at Burlington. And let's see. Very nice on the North Face.
Ooh, the bibs,
On
right?
the bibs. Retail at 400. I don't know what the price was though. And that was like a Hustler Hacks colorway. You know what? We could rock those. Let's see if we find a yellow one. Yeah, we could rock
The
that.
bib, yeah.
Yeah, I could rock that.
When
No
we go
shirt
out,
under though. No
when,
shirt.
when we go out, crab hunting like those dangerous catch. Deadliest catch, right? Like we go out in the Bering Sea where it's -20
Oh damn.
and we catch like $20,000 crabs.
Let's see. KD 15 team basketball. Caught a restock.
Caught a reseller.
Caught a reseller. Let me see. Man, a ton of LeBron on the witness.
Oh,
Like the gray and white
dude,
one.
I'm glad I'm almost out of LeBrons because they don't move.
Interesting on this one. 60.
Oh, that's like isn't that like ambush or
Piece -1. I haven't even looked this one.
um,
Yeah, I rocked them
crap.
like a minion, no shirt. There we go.
I think it has something to do with K-pop or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
And there we
Oh
go.
yeah, G Dragon. That's what it was.
Yin
The G
yang.
Dragon. You know how those Air Force One that erases. You know what I'm talking about. That was it too. The G Dragon Air Force One. But that one
Okay.
didn't do anything because
Let me see, Tommy. I feel like maybe 5% of Nike and Adidas is worth my time. Every 12-year-old with a smartphone is scanning them has to be special. Which I do agree. A lot of the, if you're, searching on eBay, Amazon, things like that, if it's something kind of general, well, Amazon, more people are gonna buy it if it's kind of general. But if it's a special item, eBay's way better for
yeah.
that.
And also I think Am you think Amazon's been more relaxed about people selling with no box?
Mm, I'm not sure about that. I feel like more of the Amazon sellers I've been talking to have been getting more of like the inauthentic claims more than ever.
Mm,
So I think it'd be riskier without the box at this point. Maybe
yep.
I think maybe 6 7 years ago we could probably get away with it a lot easier now than now. I don't know.
No, everybody's reporting each other.
Could be too.
That's what it is.
GT cut 70 size
Yeah, but these things
16.
don't sell for anything, huh?
Which ones?
Those GT
Oh,
cuts.
GT
I
cuts
mean, like you're paying what, $60, and then
70.
70, and then
Yeah.
what, sell for 89?
Yeah, it's just a different ball game with these GT cuts compared to the first one. Let me see. Just found those GT cuts away from home. There you go. Work yesterday. People are so tight on money right now. I see most things on eBay for Ross prices or less. Even they overbuy and can't afford to hold. There we go.
100%.
There we go, Tommy. Which is gonna lead us to next year's goals. So, you know what? First, let's start off with sales. How are sales right now across multiple platforms?
I mean,
eBay, Amazon, whatnot, Goat, StockX, Mercari, Poshmark. We can continue. Let's
I
see
think
the chat.
I think just given the contrast of how last week definitely was kind of like, went bonkers. Um, so now this week it's like I really didn't, have a high expectation and stuff like that. Um, so I would say it's way better than I thought. I thought it was gonna be a massive drop for us. But things are still selling. Now I appreciate messages more than ever because like that's kind of like a chance of you trying to sell to somebody.
Mm.
But I've been getting so many like messages like borderline trying to force me to sell my product to them cheaper.
Like, just get
Like
rid of them.
no, like it's like come on, bro, work with me. And I'm
Yeah.
like, like how? Like, and he said, and just starts like, it doesn't matter. I'll check out. It's 1,500, so you're gonna get 1,300 anyway. I'm like, why are you doing the math for me? Like, this is what I want. This is what I want.
Why you do the
like,
math for me?
yeah, it's like, and if you buy from anywhere else, I'm still cheaper. It's like if you are really a smart shopper, you're actually going. If you're doing the comps, I'm the cheapest in town.
Mm.
And I think everybody or like any buyer right now that kind of has some disposable income is like trying to take advantage of the kind of like the economic
Mm-hmm.
temperature, which I guess at the end of the day, like it's kind of just like weird that I'm on the other side, right? Because
Hmm.
usually I want to be the one lowballing, right? I'm usually the one sending offer. By the way, my $220 used Grinch actually just came in and got verified. So
Okay, there we go. Very
yeah,
nice. I do agree with the messages, and I've gotten those messages too, and even on the offers, like just let go, let it go, bro. And I'm like,
yeah,
but dude, you're like 1/4 the price. Like, I understand. Just let it go. And so I get it. Everybody's trying to get the best deal possible
right,
right now, right? So I can't hate you for that.
right.
But at the same time, you also can't expect dirt cheap. I mean, be realistic here.
Yeah, not on premium items. And like off white, union ones. It's like everybody's like borderline. Like I'm like borderline trying to might block them because they're like, "Come on, bro, you're asking too much. It's for the toe." I'm like, I don't care if you're towing it or you're putting it in your head. Like, I don't think. Why does it matter?
Let me go back up and see what the chat is saying about sales right now. Asian newbie this week definitely slowed down. Intramorph December off to a good start so far after a rough October and November. AN stores are kind of empty people wise, even though it's the holidays. I kind of agree. It was kind of weird, Ross, today because they're always jam packing the stores with as much product as possible,
hmm
and especially during the holidays. And it gets to that point to where it's difficult to get around.
Yeah, like
Um,
aisles get close,
yeah,
too close already, right?
yeah. There's like tables in the middle of who knows where, and you're like, why is this here right now? Like, I can't even get through this. And then you have someone huge, buff like me in the way, and then they're just like how do I get around this guy? But in reality, what ends up happening is you're stuck with like an old lady
Yeah.
has like that, I don't know, bug spray perfume smell. You're trying to get around. You just get a big whiff. It's in your, you can taste it. It just gets, I hate sourcing right now, or even making videos right now with it being, so cramped. I
Right.
even found so they have the double racks on the
Hmm.
sportswear. Top rack sportswear, bottom rack luggage. I'm like, what? We're just combining everything here. We just got to get everything out on the floor. I'm like, these guys are wild right now, and they're just trying to sell everything they can. Okay, let me see. Let me go back up. There's a lot of the messages I didn't see. AN sales are booming. I've been moving some great items, getting a lot of interaction. Rory Matt, Lucky in Three Legs. My bad buys have been selling. Priced them low. Never been so happy to make $8 profit. There we go. Mercari's been great. Mondo. People are undercutting Vapor Jet gloves is crazy, says AJ Kicks. Only do eBay, Poshmark, and both are doing super good. Sneaker Flip Find. I also feel like I've been getting more messages recently. Mendez finds eBay is a go. Poshmark is a steady pace, minus low ballers. Mercari moving like a snail unless I sell low. All right, let me see. Mondo Mercari has improved their shipping. I did see that. That's a good sign. eBay's been popping off. StockX, two random sales, older clothing, and Palma. Let me see what else is going here. Goat is steady, Posh picking up, eBay quantity sold up 20% this quarter versus last year. Broadway B. However, net sales is lower.
Mm.
All right, Tommy, I literally put every description to not message me about price,
They
shipping,
still do.
offers, etc. So if they do, I know they aren't smart enough to read and they deserve a brutal response. There we go. You gotta read. It's fundamental.
Yep.
DJ, I know a couple of Raw stores in my area have stuff in the back because they don't have room on the floor to place it.
Wow.
Overstocked right now. Okay, so that's the sales. Let's talk about 2024 goals, some things you're looking forward to, some things you want to accomplish. Where's your mindset at? Also, business, personal, anything. Throw it in the chat right now. Read the messages. Select goods. What's up? Mercari still doing well. eBay finally picking up. I've been redirecting all my messages to Ken's eBay store, Darren.
That's what it is. Yeah, contact this guy. He'll respond.
All right, so in the chat now, like I said, it could be personal goal, it could be a business goal, it could be a different way you want to approach eBay, Amazon, a different platform. It could be a different way you want to approach sourcing. Throw that in there as well. Or you could say, you know what? I'm happy with the way things are right now. I'm just going to keep grinding, doing the same thing I've been doing. I felt like I did well this year. I just have to keep going with that same momentum, same direction. You can put that in there as well. So, B, what are you doing in the next 3 weeks?
Um. So, well, I technically only have like 12 days before I kind of like check out for the rest of the year. Um. It's been, I would say, the last 3 days. I've been, you know how one of the things that I'm always trying to figure something out,
Yeah.
and the thing that I'm challenging myself is I'm trying to compile as many questions as I can and not answer them yet.
Okay.
So anything that's uncertain, that's when you have questions like, am I going more, less, this, there? So where? So I'm writing those down currently, um,
Mm.
because when I go back to the Philippines, take a vacation and stuff like that, I want to go visit that and start answering those, because I think more than ever next year's gonna take a lot more preparation or have more intentionality. Um, and and I don't think it's really more about the money. It's more about just kind of like your time, right? Like, is it the time to do this next year? Is it the time to implement this next year? Because sometimes one of the things that I notice myself, I get too caught up with, it has to be done now.
Mm.
But there are things could be done now, but there are things it's okay to be done later. So that's where I'm at.
So going to the Philippines, and how long will you be out there?
I'll be there for like 3 weeks. Oh
Very
no, no, a
nice.
little
Oh,
less, a little less, a little
oh,
less.
two and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah, two and a half, two and a half.
Okay. So you're gonna take that time as family time and reflection time,
Yep, yeah, for sure, for sure.
and so getting into next year, then you'll, January,
Yeah,
well,
January
next
kind of like
month,
have a,
next year, kind of,
yeah, yeah, having a clear plan, and also too, one of the things that in our business, Q1 is not really as busy as Q4. So I feel like Q1 you're gonna see a big drop of kind of like just the busyness, right? So one of the things like if you figure everything out right now while you're so busy, and then next year, then all of a sudden it's not busy, then you feel like you're not doing anything. So I don't even think even next year, like it's okay to kind of like still not have a plan, or at least have all the ideas written down, and then kind of like slowly um work on it. And I believe next year will be a good year to run some tests. Technical, I mean, not specifically in like your business, right? Like, I'm not gonna become a clothing seller next year. Like, not
mm,
something like drastic, but
mm,
like miniature test. Like, what if I add more shorts next year? What if I add women's apparel next year? Like those little tests. Um, because one of the things that I've noticed, like, yeah, we've been doing this business for a long time, and if we just keep doing it, then technically we're gonna have the same results, really, one way or another, right? Um, we're not gonna lose money. We're not gonna surprisingly gain a lot more next year. That's for sure in our category.
mm.
Uh, so I'm gonna try to be like a lot more strategic and kind of like just freshen it up. I think that's the biggest thing. Also too, that I'm interested in doing something different, just to freshen things up.
Mm. Add more Michelin S shorts next year, Glenn. Says Arman.
Definitely no.
Don't get me riled up about that brand. Let me see. Okay, so let's start off with the comments. Throw them in if you haven't already. Some things you want to, or maybe even some reflection time, family time. Are you gonna be doing some of that? Jimmy, want to start 2024 with a nice, good vacation.
That's good. That's
See?
good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Next year is gonna be a vacation year.
I'm down 25% compared to last year. Not giving up yet. Gonna dump inventory without buying anything until January. Danny, that's the
I
game
like that
plan.
strategy. I like that
Okay.
strategy.
Why do you like the strategy?
I mean,
You want to see
because
that capital come back?
yeah,
Com-
get that capital back. Um, take advantage of the Q4 hype, right? Whether economy is good or not, they're still buying hype right now.
mm,
So um, I would even go to an extent like lose 10% to get the capital back, and learn that lesson to not keep that for next year, because I feel like there's a lot of shoes from the buys last year and this year that are just gonna keep tanking because
mm.
there's way better options, right? Like Gratitude 11s under retail. At that point, my Wizard 3s are not gonna sell for retail. You know what I'm saying? Like your
Yeah,
Cardinal 3s are probably not gonna sell for retail.
yeah.
So so it's not about the product itself losing value. I think it's it loses value because there's better option to buy,
Mm,
right? Like for example, right now, like why would I buy some, um, let's say, like the Kobe 4 GG, right? when the reverse Grinch is almost the same price.
Mm.
You know, so like, and if you're still holding to Kobe 4 GGs, it's not gonna be as a hotter product compared to the other. So I would think that way. Like there are other stuff that's coming in, right? Like Jordan 1 lows, right? Jordan 1 lows are now $100. So definitely the other $100 price range in your store is not gonna sell. Like perfect example, New Balance 550. They were hot. They could sell for 150 to 200 out front back in the day. Now nobody wants them because you can get New Balance 2002 or you can get Jordan 1 Black Toe, you can get Jordan 1, like the 85s, you can get Vomeros for 150 bucks. So like those things just stink, and then I think that's how what killed Vapor Maxes.
Oh yeah, Vomero right now, killing Vapor
Right?
Max, Air Max Plus,
Yeah.
Air Max 270,
Yeah,
big time.
98, everything. Like all the classics. I mean, it's killing every like so like and that's how I see things. And it's hard. It's hard, right? But I've gotten over it. Cuz you know me, I'm like a big fan of Vapor Max.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see. Let me go back up and see some of these comments. I'll keep my seasonal position at Nike Outlet. There we go. Hypebeast Poppy.
Ooh,
Um,
I'd be
Tommy.
spoppy. We might need the swoosh connect.
Tommy Botland this year goal is by spring to break ground on a warehouse and hire 3 or 4 employees. Letting go of the control to employees will be the hardest thing I'll ever have to do.
Oh,
Petrified.
that's a good goal. That's
So
nice.
letting go of the control. Let me see. I want to double my eBay sales next year in 2024. I'm still not at that point where I can consider it a full time income.
Okay. I think put it this way. I think next year I would say 0 to 200,000 doable.
Mm.
You just have to be quicker on your flips. Um, be smarter on your buys. Like find the bottom cheapest product. It don't matter what it is.
Mm.
Like I think next year is not the time to be picky about like kind of like the status of the product, right? like
Mm.
like for me, like I'm a snob at certain items, but like dude, if I'm doubling it, like I'm in. So I think that's kind of like how you could do next year. But anything beyond that, then it's gonna be a lot tricky because um volume of higher end products is gonna be the enemy.
Mm. All right. Let's see. Mendez finds double my average listings, double earnings, increase family and friend time, increase self time, health, and working out. Yeah, there's a lot of there's like four things right there Mendez finds. So we got to figure out the time and the energy
Hmm.
and how we're gonna figure that out. I mean, they're good goals. Let me see. Danny says all my friends' businesses are down this year, including liquor stores and hotels.
Wow.
Let me see. 3 weeks is not enough in the Philippines. It's gonna go by quickly, Armand.
Oh, it will. Trust me.
Goal for 2024: triple inventory. Be ready for busy spring. Richmond. All right. Let me see. Grinding all year. Petty deals. And everything below retail right now. Jordan 4 at retail on all platforms. Danny.
Yep.
AJ says it sucks doing Ross Burlington RA right now. Notice I'm making a lot more money with used shoes. Buy cost is a lot lower. People can't flood and undercut.
I agree. We talked about this.
Yeah, we did talk about
It's
this.
the great opportunity that you could do, especially in eBay.
Uh, eBay was really the one that was talking about. Used shoes being really hot right now, and even the last like 4 to 6 months when we did talk to them,
Hmm.
they were really talking a lot about
Yeah.
used shoes
The cool thing
and how
about
well
it,
it's
it's
doing.
it's kind of like fun to buy them again because it's not too expensive. Like you could buy like used Jordan 4. Like the Oreos. Something that doesn't easily look destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why like I love buying like used Kobe sixes, right? Because they really, I mean, when they crease, they just pop back in. Like
Mm,
Jordan 11s, right? They don't really like crease that bad. So I think those are huge opportunity, especially when you're resourceful and just start hitting up people, joining Facebook groups and stuff like that. I bought three dunks for 280 shipped,
mm.
brand new, right? And two of them were SB dunks that retail for 125 and sell for 160. So I'm not technically doubling my money, but it's
Hmm.
like it's right there. So you just have to be resourceful. They're out there.
Let me go back up and see. Oh, Tommy says Adidas was selling NMD R1s today, $30 free shipping, new in box. How can the average person compete?
Trust me, I'm dumping them hard, and I still have them. I'm at like 44 right now.
You're like, so you're trying to compete.
I can't at this point. I'm just waiting for their coupon to expire.
I mean, Ross can't even compete. They're out here trying to do
No,
NMDs at, what was their new price? Like 60,
54 or something. Huh?
54, 64, something like that. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
That's without box and all. And if you find your size, here Adidas is like, hey, full size run, 30 free shipping, whatever you want.
Ah.
Buy one get one free. Danny, good strategy for you shoes, no flood. Great comment.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, oh, RJ Funky Finds, there we go. Quality control getting more popular now, seeing people wearing everywhere, says Danny. So we gotta figure out, I guess, what that oh, hopefully the recession proof panda dunks pop up at Ross next year. Man. Yeah, Panda is still, I mean, they're still selling. They're
Yeah, at
not at
retail.
retail. They're not
So you're telling
like
me
they
I have to
were.
get a Nike account to make profit on Panda Dunks?
I'm just gonna sit on mine until they are vintage, Tommy. So I guess some of the goals, I guess what I would throw in there, I really have to figure out. I really have to sit, kind of like what B said. You have to sit and reflect and really take a break, and that's what I'm planning to do after all this kind of dies down a little bit and get closer and closer to Christmas. And even then, it can't really die down. It's like my parents' birthdays right after that. It's just like nonstop events. But anytime I do get a little break, I gotta take full advantage of that.
Well, put it this way: what is your plan on how to take a break?
On how to take a break,
Right,
that's a good question.
because like you said it right, like it's still the busy season or stuff like that. Like, are you literally like unplugging? Like, what is that? Like, are you gonna go to a park and walk, or are you gonna go to? I don't know. What does that look like? What do you think?
I think it's just a matter of, well, that's the problem though, right? Because I'm coming up with different ideas of things that I probably want to do for next year, and that's not
Hmm.
even really taking a break. That's actually
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
game planning
You're
for
yeah.
next
It's
year.
like you're like planning. You're working already for next year. I mean, you're advanced working for. Yeah, that's not taking a break at
Yeah.
all.
I guess taking a break technically would just be like not, sourcing, shipping if I guess if I
Just
need to. I
ship,
guess
right?
nothing
Just
I can
ship,
really
right?
do about
Yeah.
that. And just kind of like you said, just kind of unplugging and not doing anything like that at all. But as far as goals for next year, I definitely think I'm going to approach it differently with my inventory. That I probably should have done this like earlier this year. Not super
Hmm.
early, but maybe
Right, like
late
halfway through.
summer.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
late summer. I probably should have done this, which is set like a 60 to 120 day on my items.
Mm. And then start
And if,
clearancing them.
yeah, and then by
Mm.
like, the later 60 into the 90-day range, still run promotions on them and stuff.
Right.
But if it gets to the point to where they're not moving, then just start whatnotting it and get it out and get
Mm.
that money back. I think it was a wrong year to. I think I was way too patient on certain items. We've always pushed being patient,
Patient, yeah, for sure.
and I feel like that was way too patient on a lot of
Hmm.
things. And what ended up happening was my buy cost was not ideal down the
Not low
road.
enough
Yeah,
at this
down the
market,
road
right? At
at
this
this
market,
market
yeah.
now. It was a great pricing back then, earlier in the year, late, you know, 2022 ish, but not now. So at this point, I'm almost like same thing, Lucky on Three Legs. I'm trying to, and Danny, getting rid of a lot of older stuff, getting rid of especially the items that are like 10 to the 12-month range. It just makes no sense, and I don't want to be in that storage
Game,
business.
especially on on an item that doesn't increase in value
No,
anymore
yeah, no,
further out.
yeah, exactly. And a lot of these are on Nike.com. The shoes especially,
Yeah,
Nike.com, and they're dirt cheap. I can't compete with pick whatever size you want, brand new with box.
yeah,
Most of mine were in a bulk deal with Outbox, and they're still brand new, but you can't compete. When they're cheaper, not just on Nike.com but other sites as well. So that's what I'm really trying to figure out. And I think going into next year, I'm definitely going to be doing that. You know, they don't move, slowly get a lower price on there, and then just sell them on Whatnot, and then there we go, get that money back. So, or at least partial money back. They're not gonna. Well, the buy cost needs to be low too. So I have been
yeah.
sourcing for next year and paying attention to great, cost of goods that I feel like will work out. Will they? I guess we'll find
Until
out.
they go on sale more.
I know. But I think what also makes sense into this plan is that we've seen Ross and Burlington with second and third waves of items.
Hmm.
And that's what also has been, killing it on there, right? You think Bo Jacksons are done and they make a comeback.
Yeah,
You think there's other jackets that are done, and then now there's a second and third wave of them, and you're like, okay, well, my first wave hasn't even sold.
hmm,
So now we're adding more
yeah.
to that market. So I think that's another thing to pay attention to. So that's what I would say business wise. Now, YouTube wise is a totally different beast on how to even approach that.
I mean, I
Uh,
don't think there's a plan.
there isn't a
I mean,
plan right
well,
now.
there is either no plan or have 100 plans, right? Because there's no formula to it. It's not buy low, sell high.
Yeah. There's a when and then now with baby and things like that, it's like if you really want to, because B mentioned this earlier, you want to take a risk, you want to build something from scratch. There's no guarantee
Hmm.
that's gonna work out, and that's where
No.
you're like, if you're gonna put a lot of time and energy into something, it better work out, or you better get some money out of this because you are dedicating a lot to it. And if it doesn't, you're like, where do I go from here? And that's
Yeah,
almost like
that's
if you wanted to build your own website or
yeah.
build your own brand or do things like that. There's just no guarantee it's gonna
You
work out.
have to be okay with the worst result possible,
Mm-hmm.
right? And and in that note, do something that eventually sharpens your skill, whatever it is. Going back to, I guess, you know how I started a YouTube channel
Mm-hmm.
and started learning how to edit, do all this thing, da 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 da, and it didn't take off, and it was kind of like a failed project. But what it did is it helped me produce higher quality videos.
Yeah, and also got you
So
ready for Whatnot. Well, the reason why too
yeah,
is that I wouldn't say that it was a failed project because I don't think enough time was also put into it
yeah,
because
for
Whatnot
sure.
came like months after, and
Hmm.
then now
Yeah,
you were into something else.
into that.
So
Yeah. Hmm.
and YouTube is one of those long tail games. Like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
you got to be like 2 year, 3 years into it and see, are you gonna get to like 1,000 subs? Are you gonna
yeah.
get to certain amount of hours on watch time? It's definitely not. Man, it's this no joke. And compared to like TikTok and Instagram, and all of them have three totally different platforms and how you
Right.
should approach content. Let's see, Glenn, you should visit the Philippines with Ken. You'll forget reselling for a while. There we go. Let me see. It's nearly impossible to do both right. The biggest YouTubers are barely resellers, Tommy. Which
It's
I
true.
agree to. And there's times where, and even getting into next year, I'm like, here's what I think kills me the most. And Q Kicks is on kind of like the same path. And so is like Ballin' on a Budget. I love these channels. They do very similar in store action that I do as well. But what I noticed is that when you create a video like that, everyone watches it within that like 1 to 3 day frame, and then once a
It
new one
falls
comes
off
out, it's done. No
because
one's gonna go back and watch those.
the shoe or the items are not hype. Would you
Well,
agree?
well, I don't think it has to do with that. It has to do with like how quickly time moves because there's
Uh,
no like rewatchability in that.
right, right.
Like there's
Yeah,
no
it's not like
point to go back to watch
yeah,
that
it's
when
like let me see what Glenn found last year.
yeah,
Like it, you know,
or
like
let's
yeah,
see what he found
2
three
weeks
weeks
ago.
ago.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
would I go back to watch
It's like
that
a
video?
very irrelevant style, right? Like so, and that is a never-ending game.
It is, yeah,
That's
it's
right. Like even the unboxing, right? Like Harrison Neville, like, now you have to do $100,000 mystery box. Like, what's next? $1 million mystery box? You
you
know,
just keep
like,
$2 million mystery boxes.
yeah,
You just keep up doing it
yeah.
over and over. And that's the way I feel because you're gonna watch the latest video, the newest video.
Yeah.
And that's the way that it works. And
Oh,
you're
that
also,
is
of
the
course,
yeah, yeah. I mean, just kind
competing
of
with
like
everything else.
yeah, kind of like Kais, right? Like you have to buy every drop, you have to rock every new item, you have to. It starts with buying everything that comes out, really.
Yeah.
And I don't think Glenn's ever gonna consider that.
Danny, I tell friends to watch your videos from 2 years ago to start if they want to learn, and which that's what
The
what
learning part.
B, yeah, and B kind of did the same thing because those are the videos that when and even further than that, right? Kind of like the basics on the
Yeah,
eBay stuff, and that makes sense. That replayability is different because
yeah,
kind of like the more views I get are the shipping shoes one.
yeah,
I still get views on those.
yeah,
And those are more kind of like how to and learning.
yeah.
But when a reseller YouTube has ran out of ideas, you know when?
When
When they go back to eBay 101. Here's how
uh,
you start selling. They've done this video
over and over again,
over and over
and
and
there's
over
really not
again.
much change to it.
Yeah, what
It
are you
hasn't
gonna
changed.
teach that's totally different that you didn't teach three,
Right.
4 years ago?
Yeah,
Um, Maybe some smaller things changed here and there,
not much.
but it's not gonna be anything, groundbreaking.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, Evergreen content will how you will last for a very long time. There we go.
Hmm.
Let me go back up. Your reselling business is for life. YouTube has a very short shelf life. Think about how many YouTubers stay relevant for 10 years. Gary Vee can't get 5K views now. I noticed that, man.
Wow, I didn't
Yeah,
even
Gary
notice
Vee
that.
videos are really low compared to maybe, of course,
Well,
5 years
that's because
ago
like
or
well,
so. But
even his guy D Rock has moved on.
that's true too.
Yeah,
I really liked his editing style when it was like travel
and
vlog,
very
speaking
yeah,
type of
vloggy.
thing,
Yeah, yeah,
music, things
yeah,
like that. I definitely like that. I think once it started getting into like Gary Vee sitting in the office talking to
yeah.
people, I was kind of like,
Well, that was also too. You right, like that's the development of a business person, right?
mm,
You have a grind season, kind of like what we did when we did like hardcore buying, right? It's very watchable. But when you have to manage a 2,000 listing inventory store, you're not going anywhere a lot unless you're willing to sacrifice that.
yeah. Let me see. I started watching your video on how to get Ross marker off shoes. So there we go. Those are some
Yeah.
of the ones that honestly always found Gary Vee hard to watch. Intramorph, Select Goods, tend to get Hustler Hex comedy skits going. Or Jake, he's doing improv. That's how to get Jake on here. What has he been up to?
Yeah.
Podcast clips on TikTok are killing it right now, Danny. So a lot of like the minor cuts, right?
Yeah.
Smaller content, that type of thing. Like Anna said from the Reseller Club podcast, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. It's already working, says Armand. So there we go. So yeah, I'm kind of torn on what direction I want to go on or go in. I know that in-store action, in-store finds, that always excites me no matter what. But I did get, I guess, I had more fun filming like the toys, the random stuff, not necessarily just
Yeah,
the
just
shoes,
because
and the
you
and
become
the
like
active
a
wear.
you become like a daily newscaster,
Mm,
right? You know
yeah,
how like some people get hooked on it, right? Like very habit. Like they wake up, they turn on the 9 a.m. news and have their coffee.
Mm.
I think that works for that kind of person. Me, I'm random.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe it will work for a year, but doing it for over and over again,
Yeah.
because it takes a toll on you, because the fines matter too, right? Like let's say
True.
like 6 months worth of trash fines, bro. That has to be the hardest grind making.
That was
Remember,
2020.
right? Remember, remember finding nothing and having to put up a video. Like how fun is that, right? And I feel like we don't realize that that takes a toll on you.
Yeah. Trying to
And
disguise putting Fila's in there,
yeah,
RBX. How many can
yeah,
be in this video?
yeah. I know. So it's like it'd be an interesting year.
Tommy, the new wave is just cry about how bad eBay is. Show their kids, sell pictures, their kids draw on whatnot, complain viewer sales are down, so they buy more. Guilt the audience. There we
That's
go.
true. Become eBay sellers. Go to whatnot and sell their kids' drawing on auction.
No, that is true though. I mean, the eBay videos are definitely a new hype on at least on the reseller point of view, the reseller vids. It's just kind of like, "Ah, eBay did this again. Can't believe eBay did this again," and just have that thumbnail. You're just like head down, and you're just like depressed on there. AJ Kicks, thanks for all your help thoughts on Patreon at $2. So, well, that's the thing though is. What I'm thinking is, thanks for that, AJ Kicks. The reseller content is going to be there because that's going to go through Seller Club podcast. And that we just started, so that's not going anywhere. And I think that allows me to talk about reselling in a different style that has nothing to do with the channel in-store action. So that
Right.
I do like, and it's a different point of view as well, or 3 different point of views that we get to add in. So if there was anything that would add to that and going further into like a reseller, group Patreon type of thing, it would have to be through that. It would
Yeah.
not be through Hustler Hacks channel or nothing like that. Now the channel wise could be more in-store action of not just shoes and jackets and stuff like that. I am kind of interested in that, but I need to find a way to have that long-term value and not just the like vlog, or in-store, and then no replayability, like we said.
Right.
Let me see. Legit Tim started doing Ross type vids and turned that into whatever the hell he does now. Iron Mamba. Yeah, boys out there. He's Laker games. He's done
Red carpet, everything
Yeah.
like that, right?
I would have to turn Ross vids into fake pranks. That is, I don't have that in me right now.
Glenn doesn't
That's-
have a cringe in him.
a cringe bone in me. Boy has a lot of money though. Legit Tim.
Yeah.
I'm making the clean bucks from the YouTube vids. Oh, crazy thing is his whole family does. I mean, his sister does vids.
Yeah.
They all have big channels, and that is tough.
But
so
dude,
props
that
to him
well,
and the
that's
family.
that's them opening up their life to public.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
Like I
Putting it all
think
out
I
there.
think if you want that kind of, you have to open everything.
yeah.
And
true.
I'm not about to start showing what I drive. I'm not about to start showing how my
Where you
house
live.
looks like, right? Like that one, it's kind of off limits for me right now. Like,
okay. And get some privacy for the B a little bit.
yeah, at that point, what do you have for yourself? Right? Because at some point, like your subscribers and followers could just turn on you, and they do have in a way, they're the reason why you're there. I can't have that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine like all your subscribers just kind of like harp on you, like, I can't believe you bought a Lamborghini. You should have bought a Ferrari. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of like hate, or B say something stupid and all of a sudden I get canceled. I lose everything.
Oh, they're gonna cancel you real quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At that point, I'm gonna have to have a full time PR filter.
Yeah, exactly. PR person.
Yeah,
AJ kicks, no going back after that. There we
yeah.
go. So that's where I'm at. I have a lot of game planning I would have to do as far as the channel goes. And there's a part of me too that I'm like, why not just, start over in something totally different? Like
Should start over, sell everything and
there's
whatnot, and start over.
start all over again. There's like Miami Dolphins YouTube channels that get crazy money talking about football.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, my channel's bigger than the whole Dolphins YouTube channel.
Yo, you know why? They followed Gary V. Talk about what you're passionate about.
What you're
See what I'm
passionate
saying?
about. There we
See
go.
what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That's true. And B always brings up car channels
Mm-hmm.
and how much bigger, better, viewer wise, subscriber wise,
Merch, partnership,
than our small little reseller, you know, I guess,
pocket.
yeah, community that we're in. And that's just a totally you're open to everybody when you're talking about cars. I
Yeah.
mean, you're not
Like,
just a small
like,
little niche.
yeah, just like talking about car reviews. Oh, like, bro, like, that's my ultimate goal. Just review cars. Just get
Let
to
me see.
drive different cars.
Caltrix, this reminds me of Pokemon controversy. Told his followers, if you're broke, just say so. I remember because I think she was selling cookies, new cookies or something, and was making fun of the people that, yeah, that pretty much her whole fan base. I mean, why would you do that? All the reselling channels combined aren't even a pimple on YouTube's ass. Tommy, exactly. Not even on a car channel's ass, much less YouTube. You can start stepping on new shoes at Ross, and when they get mad, offer to buy them a new pair of their choice on the Ross wall. Yeah, exactly.
At
That's
that point, you get punched because there's no options at Ross.
only from this section. RBX only, please.
RBX.
Do not. We don't want those $70 Nike. Sunny, there we go. Let's talk about Ken's shoe cleaning skills.
Oh,
Oh, Sunny, boy, ready.
that might be my new gig.
Okay, get him B ideas.
Yeah.
All right, so that's where I'm headed. Maybe I know where I'm headed business wise. I don't know YouTube wise, so that's where I'm at. I'm in between, searching, thinking about what I'm gonna be doing, and Kenny's gonna take a nice Philippines break and be ready to go for next year. So, all right, we are done at the hour mark, and we will see you next Wednesday. Might be our last one next Wednesday.
Yeah, next Wednesday be
We'll be ready
for the year.
for break time. So maybe a short, easy one next
Yep.
next Wednesday, and then we'll get ready to go for holiday time or just break time in general.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
all right, see ya. Go ahead and get it. Take care.
Peace.